Who invented the wheel? The ancient innovation that changed the world imagined life without wheels. No rolling luggage, no automobiles, no bicycles, no trains, no clocks, no gears. Our ancestors must have labored to move heavy loads inch by inch across rugged terrain. Now consider. One simple circular invention changed that forever. That invention is the wheel, and its evolution spans millennia, continents, and countless human breakthroughs. The wheel's story begins not on the road, but at the potter's bench. Around 3500 BCE, in ancient Mesopotamia, craftsmen shaped clay on rotating discs. These early wheel-turning tools allowed symmetrical vessels crafted quicker and more skillfully than ever. There was no immediate push toward transport, but this circular motion planted the fundamental insight. Discs can spin, be controlled, and create motion. Over centuries, pottery waned, but the principle of rotational symmetry endured, waiting for adaptation. Archaeologists have unearthed early Sumerian clay discs, stone tools carved into circular platforms, and springs and rudimentary raceways, precursors to motion. The thinking shifted from spinning clay to envisioning that disc carrying something, maybe cargo. That vision was slow to take root, but when it did, it reshaped civilization. By 3300 to 3000 BCE, in Mesopotamia, modern Iraq, craftspersons attached flat wooden discs to fixed wooden axles, pulled by oxen or donkeys. These early carts, crude by our standards, transformed haulage. Instead of dragging heavy objects across mud and dirt, wheels carried them with relative ease. These carts spread across trade routes from Mesopotamia to Central Europe to the Indus Valley. Archaeological evidence from sites like Abydos in Egypt and Ur in Mesopotamia reveals wagon tracks, imprint molds, and art depicting wheeled vehicles. These wheels were solid and heavy, some carved from a single oak trunk. Passengers rode in primitive chariots. Farmers carried harvests. Traders transported pottery, grain, wool large distances. These wheels strengthened economies, accelerated town connections, and ignited the first wheel-based trade networks. Around 2000 BCE, spoked wheels emerged lighter, faster, stronger, observed in Eurasian steppe cultures like the Sintashta, and in Bronze Age civilizations across India and Central Europe. They appeared soon after in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Anatolia. Spoked wheels reduced rotational weight while maintaining strengths ideal for chariots. In Mesopotamia, wall reliefs and cylinder seals reveal for spoked war wagons. In Egypt, Hittite and Assyrian armies used spoked chariot warfare effectively. These were not just transport, they were killing machines, fast, agile, powerful. A new warfare era began. Speed became decisive. Spoked wheels required precise craftsmanship, selective hardwoods, driven joints, tension spokes, iron hub reinforcement. These advances required artisan skills, metallurgy, carpentry, tying wheel technology to broader technological progress. Over time, charioteer societies evolved into cavalry societies, road builders and wheel-driven machine users. Following chariot dominance, civic and industrial uses of wheels expanded. Ancient Greeks refined wheel and axle mechanics, developing turning lathes, pottery wheel refinement, and early gear systems. Romans took wheel transport and road building to extraordinary scale. Their roads spanned 50,000 miles, engineered with layers of stones, drainage, and curvature optimized for wheeled carts. Roman engineers designed wagons with iron-shod wooden wheels, each bearing metal hub bands to reduce wear. Giants of ancient transport, they hauled grain, livestock, timber, and facilitated swift military logistics. In Chinese dynasties, wheels moved south, north along trade routes. However, due to rugged terrain and limited draft animal use, wheels remained less common in daily life. Mesoamerican wheels, such as those found in early Mat and Mayan figurines, were used as toys rather than transport, due to wildlife limitations. This divergence shows that environmental context matters. Invention thrives when geography, resources, and human needs align. As European kingdoms rose, wheel technology shifted from mobility to mechanics. Water wheels turned mills grinding grains. Windmills pumped water and powered textiles. The circular motion extended into camshafts and gears. Town craftsmen blended wheel architecture into mills, tanners, forges, and even early clocks. The medieval mechanical clock, driven by gear trains and escapements, depended entirely on miniature wheels within wheels. Timekeeping became precise, public, and symbolic. Cathedrals displayed clock faces powered by weight-driven wheels. This mechanical evolution spawned the Renaissance, where wheels were cogs in machines, spinning belts and rotating shafts. Leonardo da Vinci's sketches from the 15th century envisioned gear-driven mechanisms, water-lifting wheels, and rotating devices, bridging art, mechanics, and geometry. The wheel's symbolism expanded. It became metaphorical wheel of fortune, cyclical time, as well as practical. The Industrial Revolution transformed wheels yet again. Iron cast wheels and iron tracks powered steam locomotives. Water wheels drove cotton mills. Steamships used paddle wheels. In 1764, James Hargreaves' spinning jenny mechanized textile spinning with wheel-driven spindles. Factories became wheel-centric machines, rotary pumps, turbines, belts connecting steam engines and line shafts. The 19th century introduced Charles Goodyear's vulcanized rubber, and pneumatic tires followed. Suddenly, wheels became smoother, shock-absorbing, and adaptable to uneven terrain. Bicycles with rubber tires became mass transport in cities. By the early 1900s, Henry Ford's Model T made personal automobiles affordable. Cars and trucks powered by internal combustion engines used steel wheels with rubber tires. Ford's assembly lines created uniform wheels, boosting efficiency and scalability. By mid-20th century, motor vehicles defined mobility from rural roads to interstates. Wheel-based transport shaped economies, suburbs, and global trade. Heavy machinery, farming tractors, school buses, airplanes with landing wheels, wheels everywhere. Even today, wheels are indispensable in technology. Rotors and electric motors, gear-driven robotics, computer fans, turbine blades spin on curated wheel mechanisms. Data centers use spinning hard disk drives until SSDs rise. Elevators use pulley systems. Mars rovers like Curiosity and Perseverance roll on highly engineered wheels to traverse alien terrain. Wind turbines harvest renewable energy through rotating blades. Even the motion of light microtors inside quantum devices reflects humanity's reliance on wheel-inspired rotations. In parallel, visual metaphors of wheel cycle, orbit, rotation shape, culture, and science. Planetary orbits, feedback loops in climate, wheels of fortune in storytelling. The circle is a universal shape embedded in time, motion, and philosophy. So who invented the wheel? There is no single inventor. It was a collective evolution, the potters of Mesopotamia and their clay spinning discs, the woodworkers and farmers who mounted discs on axles, the steppe nomads and Indus engineers sculpting spoked wheels, the Romans and Greeks who refined axle and road infrastructure, the medieval millwrights and clockmakers using wheels for mechanics, the industrial-era engineers designing cast iron and pneumatic wheels for factories, cars, and bicycles, today's engineers building hikers, robots, and rockets. The wheel is a symbol of humanity's ability to innovate within context, one invention, evolving, adapted, optimized over thousands of years. Without the wheel, there would be no transport innovation, no mechanical clocks, no modern machinery. It shaped civilization itself. If this journey through 5,000 years of rotation inspired you, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Flashback Facts for more extraordinary origin stories. Tell us, what invention should we roll into next?